Also, another thing that I want to say about letting go is that you can't let go until you're ready to let go. So you can try all you want to let go, but the more you try to let go, the harder it will be. Okay, so how to let go of a specific person, or really anything actually. It's such a big topic, and we're going to do a really short video about how to let go, and I'm going to give you the main sort of highlights that hopefully you'll have some light bulb moments and you'll resonate with what I'm saying and it'll make sense to you. Because I think the thing where people get confused is that there's also the word persist in the manifesting community. So you've got let go and you've got persist, and it feels like you can't do both. And actually, so what I would say is that if you're wanting to let go and you're wanting to surrender, which is a very powerful thing to do when it comes to manifesting, trusting, surrendering, handing over to a higher power, leaning on your faith of your desire and the universe and yourself more than anything. So if you're wanting to do that, then it's very difficult to do that in the specific person context. For example, I know a lot of you are watching my videos because you've resonated with that experience. It's really difficult to let go when you are still consciously trying to do techniques to get someone to contact you, to welcome them back into your life. You're affirming, you're visualizing, all of these things. If you're really committing a lot of time to doing that, then it's going to be very difficult for you to let go at the same time. Manifesting a specific person actually sucks, and it just feels like so much effort, and it can feel like you're swimming upstream all the time, and it kind of goes against some of the things that manifestation teaches us, doesn't it? About trusting yourself, loving yourself, putting yourself first, and really trusting the unfolding, and trusting life, and trusting, you know, the forces at play working with us and playing with us to create our desires. And so when you're trying, it's also equally saying to the universe, I don't trust that this will happen without me doing something. In other words, in order for me to be loved, I have to do something. So you end up kind of putting that belief that I'm not good enough as I am and I have to do something in order to be loved into yourself, in order for you, in a way you think that this will get you love. And in some ways there's beautiful, amazing things and stories, even with myself, about things like visualization. And, you know, some people love affirmations because they feel like it empowers them. But you've got to work out how you feel about this conflict, about letting go and persisting and doing techniques, because in my opinion and in my experience, it's very difficult to let go and surrender when you're still surrounding yourself with the topic, surrounding yourself with videos, surrounding yourself with images and, you know, Facebook stalking. So things that I would suggest is stop looking at the person on social media, stop checking, stop investing your time in the search, okay? If you want to let go. It's hard because a lot of you wants to, and that feeling will come up. That is another thing that you've got to learn to let go of. What if this doesn't happen? What if he or she doesn't come back? What if I never get this thing that I want? And maybe I do need to do something in order to create this relationship. And those feelings will come up, and that's a part of you that you've got to love and say, hey, I know you're worried, I know you're scared, but trust. Let's just trust the process. Let's try this time. Trust. And so you've got to stop doing the things that are actually keeping you in the loop of being attached and being, well, not letting go, basically. Also, another thing that I want to say about letting go is that you can't let go until you're ready to let go. So you can try all you want to let go, but the more you try to let go, the harder it will be. So the things that you can do to help you to become ready to let go are things like stop checking, distance yourself from the subject or the person, and focus on yourself, basically. Focus on you, prioritize you. Say, hey, I'm putting this down for now. I'm surrendering to the process. I've done enough. I'm someone who actually doesn't need to do so much manifesting in order to manifest. Maybe try that belief for a while, see how that goes. Because trying so hard can end up counterintuitively, it makes you in a feeling of resistance. It puts you in that feeling of resistance, because in doing so much, you're also equally saying to yourself, I haven't got this, it's not here yet. And when you're in a feeling of fear or stress about not having it, and you're doing manifestation techniques, you're only putting in that fear energy into the manifestation, and then that creates more of it. And you're thinking, I've done so much, I've done so many affirmations, I've done so much, I've learned so much, and nothing's happening. And then that perpetuates the story. So instead, I could recommend to you to just put those things down for a while. This is what I did, really is. I actually don't do the obsessive manifesting thing at all anymore. I trust that I'm manifesting all the time. I trust my desires manifest on their own. Maybe try this belief too. My desires manifest because they're my desires, without me having to do too much. At the same time, focus on yourself, and that means focusing on regulating your nervous system, getting into that state of love and calm within yourself. And trust that amazing things will happen in your life when you're there, and naturally you are there, you are that person. And so it just is that process of becoming ready. And when you're not ready to let go, you can't. And then that's something that I see often people saying is, I want to let go, but I can't. And that's okay, because that's where you are right now. And at some point you will naturally feel more ready to let go without doing anything to let go. It will just happen. The more you try to let go, like I say, the more difficult it is. So you've just got to go through the process and create the environment where your body naturally starts to feel safe enough to let go. Part of the problem with letting go and the struggle with it is that we feel on some level like if we stop doing the manifesting techniques, if we stop thinking about this person, if we stop obsessing about it, then we lose some control over the situation, when in fact the opposite is actually true. So we want that certainty, and we're looking for it in keeping our focus on the thing that we want. And instead, what we could do is trust that we are learning to embody love. We're learning to embody calm and knowing within ourselves, and doing that takes learning to regulate your nervous system and shift the old narratives of your nervous system when it comes to love and relationships through this nervous system regulation work. And by the way, I know there's lots of different opinions and things. This is just what I've learned to be so incredibly powerful in myself and my clients. Trusting that you're rewiring yourself and your brain and your nervous system to actually be in that state of knowing, which manifests so easily, and trusting that your desires manifest on their own without you having to do anything, and that you're worthy of love without having to work so hard to get it, So if you create the environment where you're distancing yourself from the doing, and naturally you will feel more into being able to let go without doing anything to let go, letting yourself feel the feelings, letting yourself grieve, letting yourself feel anxious, letting yourself feel what comes up, and then allowing that to come through you and out of you without resisting it, stopping it, putting it on hold or any of that. Letting yourself go through that storm will allow you more easily to move on to the next stage of your life, and to let go and trust that things happen in perfect timing. So I hope you found this video useful. Letting go is a massive topic. It's something that I cover a lot in the Conscious Creators Masters Academy and in my one-to-one sessions. So if you would like any more help, you can find out all the information about how you can work with me in the links below, and I'll see you in the next video.